I can't go any further without telling the best part of this whole thing, because this is one of the reasons why we named the company what we did, is because when the FBI came to arrest me,
Yeah,
June 11th,
yeah.
2021, I had been a teacher in the classroom for 6 months, almost 6 months. So every single day I went to school knowing that the education of my students was worth more than my discomfort or my fear. I walked in and out of that classroom. I taught a great lesson with the Damocles sword hanging over my head the entire time, because I was going to fulfill what I set out to do from my first deployment, which was be that teacher and be that difference in the classroom, even though I was like one of the few Republicans in the district at the time in Pittsburgh. But when they came to arrest me, the FBI acts like they find the holy grail of January 6th because they come across none other than a Lego model kit of the United States Capitol.
So wait a minute. So they used the Lego model kit. Was it put together? Or was it just still a box?
It was in the box, man.
It wasn't even assembled yet.
No,
Then when I was a kid, I must have conspired for all kinds of stuff. See, because I had boxes
right?
of all kinds of stuff.
That's
All
what I
right. So
mean.
they
Like,
use
come on.
when we spoke about this before in Dallas, I could have sworn it was like the whole model put together, and they like, and you
Oh,
had all, and they, and so it's just a box of the Capitol,
yes.
which was part of your curriculum. You're applying to your curriculum as a teacher,
Come on. I'm a history teacher. What do you expect?
and that was their evidence. What else? What are the evidence that they have against you to say, hey, this guy was a tier 1 terrorist?
Holy Bible and a Gadsden flag.
Damn. A Holy Bible, a Gadsden flag, uh, uh, a box of the Lego man, a
And
Lego
a box
box
of
of the
Lego
U.S.
Capital
Capitol.
set. Yep.
And did they in any way take into consideration when they sentence you your time in service in the military?
They used it against me. They actually said that I'm a danger to society, though they have absolutely no evidence to suggest that I'm a danger to society whatsoever. Matter of fact, they knew who I was 1 week after January 6th, but they let me be amongst minors for almost 6 months, but only after my arrest am I a danger to society and a flight risk. See, they have no standing. They make these statements. The prosecution writes the script for the media, and then it's something that our founding fathers really wanted to avoid when they designed our Constitution. And it's a remarkable document because it includes more of what's known as rights of the accused than any other document known to mankind at that time. And so my constitutional rights were absolutely shredded. You know, they find a journal in the bottom of my, middle console of my Jeep, which they didn't have a warrant to go through, by the way. And they run through the pages. They didn't ask whether or not I had had this journal since I was a Ranger or not. But in the Ranger handbook, it specifically says if America were to be invaded, every Ranger is supposed to disband from their battalion, go back to their homes, and raise up a militia to defend the homeland. Quote me on it, research it, if that's what it says. And so in this journal that I had had for almost 10 years at that point, I had the words, how to build a hometown militia, because that's part of the Ranger curriculum. Well, they find
Mm,
this and they say, Robert Morss is over here building a militia without any evidence for that. It's just a claim, it's just
yeah,
libel that they can
yeah.
get away with.